Today we celebrate the feast, the dedication of the Basilica of St. John Lateran. It was built, constructed, dedicated this day, year 324. I must admit, as a young Catholic, I thought, what the heck are we honoring a building for? Well, it's very important in terms of our theology and our practice. It goes back to our Jewish forefathers and foremothers. The idea was that the temple represented the presence of God. And so we carried on this tradition. That's why, for example, marriages take place, sacraments take place in the building, because it represents the presence of God in our midst. And so this feast is to remind us of the authority and presence of God in our midst. And in our midst through all of us believers. So we're celebrating the gift of God's presence in our midst. Today's readings kind of buttress that and deepen it in a way that's meant to give us pause, reflect upon this. Remember that St. Paul was a Pharisee, in his own words, of the highest order, well-trained, and had a deep love and embracing of the law of the ancient peoples. This is what led him to such an extremism. But after his conversion, something shifted him dramatically. And one of his great insights we just heard. And that is that it's not just the temple of the people for God, that we are God's temple. That God's presence is no longer limited to a building, but God has chosen the gift of Jesus and their Spirit to dwell in our midst. This is where our whole theology flows from, truly honoring the body, the humanity of every single person, whether we're female or male, young, old, whatever our cultural background, wherever we've come, even our orientation, etc., etc. Why it's so humbling. It's so humbling because we want a God that's pure and above and beyond. And that Jesus affirmed that which is best about being human. What a challenge for us. What an invitation for us. And so we come today recognizing that in the Gospels, Jesus get angry. It's not because they're selling things in the temple. They had to. They were changing the Roman coinage into coins that the Jewish people had and could use. What Jesus was angry about was the fact that chiseled on the cornerstone of the temple was, this house is the house of Yahweh for all people. And the Jewish leadership had divided up into categories. Not everybody was equal. Not everybody was welcome. And of course Jesus was angry. He said, this is a house of prayer, and you have defiled it by your own laws. Wow, the church is really giving us some hard language in scriptures to struggle with and meditate on. So how can we truly live out with humility and honor and respect our humanity, our bodies, and those of others? An opportunity for us to reflect upon how much time and attention we give to chapels and to churches. Do we give as much time and attention to respect the chapel, the temple of our own bodies, and the care for other human beings?